Camoes in Israel. Stepping on the fresh footprints. Every country on earth has its charms, and this was chosen by God to see His Son born. Hello, my name is Cater Feliz. Welcome to the Holy Land, the place that connects us with the roots of our faith, where everything began. And even today, the transformation has not ended in each one of us. Let's trace together the fresh traces through which Moses, the people of Israel, the prophets, and the Lord Jesus Christ walked. To begin to know Israel, we go directly from the airport to the Tiberias, in the northern area of the country. On our next visit, we'll go up to Jerusalem, and from the Jordan River bank down to reach the Dead Sea and the imposing Masada. Every day, very early in the morning, before the sun rises, we go out to do our prayers, but with our eyes open, looking at the Sea of Galilee. In this sea, we began to transport ourselves into a journey through time.
Nos ha llevado en un proceso de sanidad interior. Ha sido programada para que vayas caminando en la sanidad, para que vayas descubriendo el amor perfecto de Dios, para que vayas llenando tus tinajas, las tinajas de tu vida, del amor y de la verdad de Dios. Y gracias.
The lived emotions is indescribable. Climb a boat and pray in the middle of the sea. While sailing, you can imagine the small fisherman's boat, the village where he chose the disciples, where he walked on the water, where he calmed the storms. It was a dream come true. We disembarked at Magdala, from where Maria Magdalena was from, and we continued to the Mount of the Beatitudes, where the Lord pronounced the Sermon of the Mountain. It was close to this place where he fed the 5,000.
Y ahora que meditábamos en la palabra de Dios hace un momento, veíamos que el Señor quiere no solamente que nosotros seamos oidores de la palabra, sino que sobre todo hacedores de la palabra. De acá, de toda la parte de la Galilea, el lugar que más me impacta es el lago. Recorrerlo, navegarlo en la barca, creo que ese lugar el Señor hace allí un llamamiento impresionante.
It's incredible. Everywhere you go, you see people from all over the world visiting for the same reason. And everyone shared that coming here was on their wish lists, some for years and others even for decades. Capernaum, just on the other side, where more miracles happened.
En el día de hoy estamos ahora mismo, en este momento, en Capernaum, el lugar donde el Señor Jesús hizo la mayor cantidad de milagros. Estamos justamente en lo que era la sinagoga. Estoy aquí con Fabiola. Fabiola, ¿qué te ha parecido la peregrinación?
Ha sido una peregrinación maravillosa. Yo creo que una palabra que lo define es gozo. Me imagino que ya muchos han escuchado, ¿verdad? Acá hemos venido a recibir consuelo, fortaleza, pero sobre todo a llenarnos del gozo del Santo Espíritu para poder llegar allá a nuestras naciones, a nuestros países, a nuestras tierras, a nuestras familias, a impactarlos del amor y de la presencia de Dios.
Y ha sido un anhelo de mi corazón realmente venir aquí porque el Señor me dio una promesa de que me iba a traer aquí y que yo me iba a recrear en su casa.
¿Cuántas veces tú has venido a Israel?
A Israel he estado, esta es mi tercera vez.
Okay. ¿Qué te ha parecido?
Impresionante, es un lugar indescriptible con palabras y es llena el corazón, llena de felicidad a uno y a los que lo rodean, porque al final llevamos mucha felicidad, amor y paz al hogar donde regresamos.
In Tabgha, we were invited to one of the most anticipated lunches to taste Peter's famous fish. In each place, the word come alive. In every step, you will be impregnated with images that will be indelible. In each sermon, you get to imagine that the Lord Himself is speaking to you. For us to know where we were, we just opened the Bible, and the verse were telling us where we were and what happened in that place. Every day, every site we visited was different. So we arrived to Mount Hermon, the highest point where the Transfiguration occurred. This is the only mountain where snow falls, located at the top of the Golan's height. From here today we can see the border of Lebanon and Syria. The water that descends from this mountain reached Bania, where Caesarea Philippi used to be, where the Lord said, "On this rock I will build my church." These waters are still cold, and from here they go down to the Jordan River. Haifa and the Mount Carmel, where the prophet Elijah challenges the priests of Baal.
¿Cuánto tiempo usted tiene haciendo lo que es la peregrinación?
Bueno, este es mi 23 número de peregrinaciones. Ya llevamos muchos años dentro de lo que es el CENTI, el Centro de Teoterapia Integral. Él simplemente fue desafiado por todo un pueblo a ver si realmente su Dios era un Dios real y un Dios verdadero. Los profetas de Baal, que en este caso eran los ídolos de dioses ajenos al pueblo de Israel, evidentemente no respondieron al llamado de sus seguidores. Y solamente un solo hombre llamado Elías simplemente clamó al cielo y se derramó fuego. Y en este lugar se derramó la presencia de Dios, justamente donde estamos en este monte, el Monte Carmelo.
Then we continue to Caesarea Maritime, next to the Mediterranean Sea, to appreciate the immense ruins of the amphitheater, the race course, and the memoirs of a pier in which in its time could birth more than 100 worship at the same time. Today the ruins remains to remember what was this imposing city, built by Herod the Great. Here was where the Gentiles were baptized for the first time. Following our routes, we go through the Tel Megiddo, or Armageddon Valley, where the extensive plains show us the mark of their stories, and where the prophecy says it will be the final battle. On the pilgrimage in the Holy Land, each route has his biblical reference, and this brings us to Nazareth. Here today we find the impressive Basilica of the Annunciation, birthplace of Virgin Mary, and where the angel Gabriel announces that she will be the mother of Jesus, the Christ. Today's Nazareth is a little different from yesterday's, where the Lord lived part of his childhood, his adolescence, until the beginning of his adult life. At the beginning of his ministry and while he was explaining the prophecy of Isaiah in the Sermon of the Synagogue, it was in this place that he received a surrounding rejection when he was not accepted as the Messiah. In this mountain of the precipice, the people tried to push him down. Meanwhile, he passed through them and left. As you can see, each space is full of parables and anecdotes, where many of us have always wanted to walk. To this place comes not who can, but who really wants. This is the Holy Land. These are the places where Jesus walked, and here we are today with the Camoes family, taking our first steps on his fresh footprints.
Ya nos estamos despidiendo del Mar de la Galilea. Vamos a continuar con todo lo que es el recorrido a través de Tierra Santa. Es la parte norte de Israel. Y después subiremos a Jerusalén. Este es el recorrido. Gracias por estar en sintonía con Camoes TV.